Your parents lied to you. Not on purpose. They just lived in a different math problem. In 1985, the average American home cost about 3 times the median income. Today in Manhattan, that ratio is closer to 15. And when I actually ran the numbers on renting versus buying a one-bedroom in the city, I found something that broke my brain. Over 10 years, the renter walks away $214,000 richer than the buyer. Same neighborhood, same lifestyle. Stick with me, because the trick isn't where you live. It's what you do with the money you're not spending. Let's set up the scenario. You're looking at a one-bedroom in a decent Manhattan neighborhood, listed at $1.2 million. You've saved aggressively, and you've got $240,000 for a 20% down payment. At a 7% mortgage rate on the remaining $960,000, your monthly payment is about $6,400. But that's just the start. Add property taxes, add building maintenance fees, which in Manhattan, co-ops average $1,500 a month. Add insurance. Your true monthly cost of ownership, roughly $9,200. Now here's the renter. Same neighborhood, same square footage, paying $4,500 a month. That's a $4,700 gap every single month. Here's where it gets interesting. The renter takes that $4,700 monthly difference and dumps it into a low-cost index fund. They also invest the $240,000 they didn't sink into a down payment. At a historical 7% average return. After 10 years, that renter's portfolio is worth roughly $980,000. Meanwhile, the buyer? Let's be generous. Assume Manhattan real estate appreciates at 3% a year, which is actually optimistic for the last decade. Their $1.2 million apartment is now worth about $1.6 million. Subtract the $800,000 still owed on the mortgage. Subtract the 6% broker fee when they sell. Their net equity? Around $760,000. Renter wins by $214,000. Now I know what you're thinking. But the buyer owns something. The renter has nothing to show for it. That's the lie. The renter has a brokerage account. That's something. It's actually more liquid, more diversified, and easier to walk away from than a Manhattan apartment. And this math doesn't just work in Manhattan. It works in San Francisco, Boston, parts of LA, and Seattle. Anywhere the price-to-rent ratio breaks above about 21, renting and investing the difference statistically beats buying. That's your rule of thumb. Take the annual rent for a place you'd actually live in. Multiply by 21. If comparable homes cost more than that, the math says rent. But here's the part most finance videos skip. The real win isn't even the money, it's the optionality. The average millennial changes jobs every 2.8 years. A house chains you to a metro area. A lease lets you chase a 40% raise in another city without losing $80,000 in transaction costs. Buying and selling a home costs you roughly 10 to 12% of the home's value in fees, taxes, and moving costs. You need to stay put for at least 5 to 7 years just to break even on those. None of this means buying is wrong. If you're settled, if you love where you live, if you want a yard and a dog and stability, buy. It's a lifestyle choice that happens to be financial. Just stop letting people tell you renting is throwing money away. Throwing money away is paying $9,000 a month and calling it an investment because someone in 1985 told you to. Next week, I'm breaking down the 3 cities where the math actually flips, where buying still crushes renting in 24. If you've ever run these numbers for your own city, drop the ratio in the comments. I want to see what you're working with.